Hello world! Hi Philippines!
Hello everyone. I'm here once again to participate in my wife's video.
So for today's vlog, we are sharing you guys words that I used to.
When we were married, we discovered that we can be referring or speaking about the same item, but using a different term to refer to that item.
Correct. So what are those words that we're talking about?
Okay, so this will be Filipino English words versus American English words.
Yes.
Basically a cultural difference, that's all.
Correct. And one of my habit that I use is to shorten the word. Like an example, refrigerator, and I used to call it ref, and he got confused about it.
Yeah, I mean, of course I'm laughing because she's saying ref, and I'm thinking referees that participate in a game like basketball or football, but she's talking about the refrigerator, which we call here is fridge or refrigerator.
Another item is bond paper.
Yes.
I said, can you give me bond paper,
Right.
please?
And I'm saying, what's that? Bond paper? I have copy paper. You know?
Yes, and I didn't know bond paper is copy paper. You know, I use the brand name in the Philippines, bond paper.
You know, once you hear the term a few times, then you can adapt. Another item that I always laughed at is sneaker. In the Philippines, they say rubber shoes.
Yes, I keep calling it rubber shoes, but they only use here for a certain sports.
Right, we have certain sneakers that are geared for certain sports. They make them, but
Yes.
overall, there's sneakers for everything. You know,
Yes.
running, for basketball, for football, for tennis.
Now I know. One item also I remember, I used to say ground.
Oh yes.
Ground. I'm ground.
Yes. And in here, yes, we say electric shock. We were shocked. We were shocked, you know, by electricity. And I never, you know, we've heard referred to that before. Ground.
Yes.
I wasn't aware she was speaking of the same thing.
Another item that I used to say, I said, "Will you buy me napkin, please?"
Oh yes.
Why are you laughing?
And of course, I'm thinking about a napkin that we used to eat with to wipe your mouth.
Yes.
No, not that type of napkin.
Napkin that I want to say is, we
Right.
call it pads.
Yes, that women use, you know,
Yes.
for once a month. Another one was she would always say ballpoint pen. And I always say to her, you know, here we just say pen, you know, it's just pen.
Know.
You know, just simple, just pen.
Yeah,
It seems so so professional the way she said it.
Yeah, we call it, that's how we call it, ball pen. I didn't know that. Call it pen.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of terms that I learned. The same meaning, but different term.
Yes. Yeah.
Another term also that I use is a polo.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. This took some explaining.
Yes, it almost makes me mad at him because I keep saying polo. I cannot even explain it. I keep saying polo.
Here, a polo shirt, it has a collar, but it only has like 2 or 3 buttons here.
Mm-hmm.
We call a polo shirt.
Yes.
And then a shirt that has buttons all the way down that you open up and you wear, it's like a dress shirt. We call it a dress shirt or a button-down shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And they refer to it as a polo shirt.
Yeah, we didn't actually call like that. We just call it like long sleeve polo or short sleeve polo.
Right. So it just takes some time to adapt
I know.
to the terms.
I know. Another term that I use to say Zonrox.
Oh, yes.
Zonrox, but he called it Clorox.
Yes, yes. We refer to Clorox here.
Yeah, but Clorox,
The bleach.
but yes, the bleach, yes, the bleach. But I call it Zonrox because we used to call it by brand.
Yes, yes. We do the same thing here. We call all bleach Clorox.
Yeah.
Because it's like the most famous one, so we just call it in Clorox.
Okay, another term also that I always say, will you please make me sandwich?
Oh, yes.
And then using sliced bread.
Right, right.
Sliced bread.
And the sliced bread, we just call it bread. You always had I always had a mix-up when making a sandwich and how many slices did she want in her sandwich? Because her sandwiches consisted of like usually 3 slices, which is unusual here. Usually we just use 2 slices of bread all the time to make a sandwich. So another term that I always laugh at her when she always talk about the open and close. I closed the light. I didn't understand that, you know, because we always talk about turning it on and off, the switch of light, the light switch, or the water, turning the water faucet on or off. And she would say open or close.
Yes, I actually know how to use on and off, but just because I used to say open and close, that's I always mention.
Right. Another item that we sometimes had a miscommunication about was washcloth.
Yes, because one time I asked him to get a face towel for me. A face towel, what I mean is, you know, a small towel that I use for the face. But here, they call it washcloth.
Yeah, I was confused on what to get. A towel or a cloth for washing.
Yes. Okay, another term is brief.
Oh, yes.
Brief.
Yes.
I just say it straight brief, but for him, they call it
underwear. We always say underwear.
Yeah, underwear. See?
The same thing, though.
Yeah, the same thing. Another term is funny. Biscuits. Biscuits.
Oh, yes.
I'm referring to skyflakes. Okay, biscuits. But I didn't know he called it
crackers.
Crackers. Yes. See the different terms, but it's just the same meaning.
Yes. Now, biscuits, I am aware that what she was referring to because I've heard that before in Europe when I traveled. That people in Europe use biscuits also for the term of crackers. So I've heard that before. That wasn't the first time I've heard that. Oh. So at least I knew what she meant.
Oh, okay. Okay, another term. Soft drinks.
Oh, yes.
Soft drinks. I don't drink soft drinks.
Yes, here we have soda.
They call it soda.
Yes.
You know, it's funny though, knowing different terms, but has the same meaning.
Yes.
See, so I learned from him.
And I learned from her.
But
it's a great experience.
Yeah.
And we can all laugh about it now.
Yes.
Because in the beginning, this is the words that we used, and it was something new to both of us.
Yes, that's true. And I am for sure it's not just me who struggles sometimes to understand words, the words that you use here, and the words that I use.
Yes. I hope everyone enjoyed our video. My wife and I speaking about the terms that we have learned from each other.
Correct. To those new on my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for more new videos coming.
Yes, please. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.